Good evening. Welcome to tonight's stream of the 2002 Formula One Championship hosted by ANZCRL Combined Racing League. This is round 4 and we are at Montreal, Canada. Let's quickly jump over and have a look at the points as they are in the championship at the moment. We've got McFly currently leading the championship with 16. Magic in second, 14. Mick the Kid missing the last round, sitting on 12 points, with Gambit in P4 with 11. Then we've got Dado, Christopher Razor, and CMD Ceres with 6 points each. Night Havoc with 4, Cuckoo in ninth with 2, who's unfortunately missing tonight's round as well, and Sado with 1 point, and that rounds out our top 10 in the championship with some points. So let's hop on over to qualifying at Montreal, where it is currently raining. That's a bit of a wet qualifying for round 2. We're on board with Magic as he's just leaving pit lane. Fourteen cars on track for round 4. And let's hope track clears up for the race. These cars are definitely a handful here in the wet. And the spray. Hey mate, I'm not 100% sure actually, to be honest. I will quickly have a look. I think it's around the 40 mark, if I'm not mistaken. That's 49 laps. So we've got 49 laps of racing, and I believe the race will be dry. That all depends on how the weather pans out going through from qualifying to race, because as you can see, this spray is just insane. Let's go on board Magic as he lines up for his first flyer. This track is definitely going to be hard in the rain. Navigating traffic with the rain and these high horsepower cars. That track is extremely wet. And he runs a little bit wide. Magic will definitely be wanting to qualify right at the pointy end of this of the field. So he's going to have to give it another run with 5 minutes remaining. About 3, maybe 4 laps. Fly coming across the line. Does he improve on his lap? Oh, he doesn't. I think everybody's just going to bargain here for maybe 2 laps. They can get them just about right. We're seeing low 213s in practice. Not pretty sure the guys will be pushing as hard as they can in these conditions. You can see these cars are a handful. Christopher's pitting. Data Racer currently P3 with 4 minutes remaining. Just look at that spray trail, as I believe that's Mick of the Kid coming up. Let's jump on board and see how that spray looks for him. Oh no, he is getting a bit of a margin between him and Dado, obviously going into qualifying. Wants to try and open up that lap nice and easy, bit of a gap, and see if he can push his way towards to the front. V8 Power in practice joining us tonight, and he did a very low 214, 114 practice, so for sure he'll be right at the pointy end of this race as he moves up 2 spots to P7. Actually, we'll have another lap to go. He'll definitely be pushing as hard as he can now in these closing moments of this qualifying session. Excuse me. Got a minute and 23 remaining. Still McFly on P1 with a 123.047. That's a good lap in considering these conditions. Dado in P3. Christopher Razor P2 in pit lane. Looks like that is it. And Dado's definitely pushing right to the end. .24.902. That seems to be Dado's best lap at the moment. Jack Barrett right at the back. Pretty sure he will be on his final push lap here and giving it his all. Had a good practice session, so pretty sure he would be pushing on this final lap. And now everybody will head towards the line, hoping these last laps would have been a bit of a flyer. and making up a couple of tenths. So let's see how these laps will pan out. Does Magic improve his lap as he's currently P9? And yes, he does, jumping up to P4 with a 125.044. That's a brilliant lap by Magic here on the closing end. Let's look at Mecha the Kid. Will he be able to improve his P8 position at the moment? Coming down to the final chicane. Let's see what Mecha the Kid has in store. And unfortunately, he just hits the curb, unsettles the car, and that will not improve his lap time. So that is it for qualifying. We've got McFly on pole, the 1:23.0. Christopher Razor, E2. Then we've got on the second row, we've got Data Racer with Magic besides him with 1:25.044. CMG Steros, Cuckoo, Ashley Kutchi, Mika the Kid, Night Havoc, V8 Power, Woody Lizard, wrong one, John Wade, Scar, and Jack Barrett rounding out our 14 car grid for tonight's 49 laps around Montreal, Canada. "14 turns, 4.36k circuit here in Canada, and it seems we have a lovely sunny day here for racing. Let's hope the circuit is dried out and we can get some good racing." Yeah, T-Bone, that is definitely for sure. McFly is flying. He had a brilliant run in qualifying considering the wet weather. So this is definitely going to be an interesting fight to the end. And he's got a lot of fast cars behind him as well. Christopher Dado Magic further back than we've seen. And Mika the Kid down in P8. And with V8 Power as well showing good form in practice, I can ensure that he is going to be fighting his way through the field as well. Just waiting on the green lights, green flag, everyone on the grid, and we can get this race underway. Those final few seconds of checking pit strategy, making sure you've got your fuel in, tire pressure just right for this for a drier track, and getting this final bit of nerves shaken off as they await the green flag. Here we go, here we go. Let's listen to those engines revving, and we are off. Green flag, McFly with a great start, but Dado on a charge from P3. Christopher Razor running slightly wide, but Dado moving up to P2 from the start. What a great start by Dado. Very clean start by everyone, it seems. Everyone's gotten through the first couple of corners, and we are race on. Oh, that looks like Sarah's and Mika the Kid just getting the battalion. Oh, these guys have got they got their fists out. They are hard charging. This is only lap one, and we've already gotten a couple of tussles around on track. Whoa! And that is Night Havoc. Cuckoo. Oh. That's a shame. There's a bit of a tangle up there. Let's hope that there isn't significant damage on those cars and they can get back into racing. That is John Wade as well, and Lucky Strike Honda too. Ooh, and they are fists out here at the moment. We've still got McFly with a nice 3-second margin over Dado already, and we're just heading into lap 2. McFly, the man to beat, that is for sure. Dado moving up on the start, and what has happened to Christopher Razor? Oh no, Christopher Razor's with mega damage on that car. Let's hope he'll be able to make it back into pit lane. This hurts the championship for sure for Christopher Razor. Are we gonna see a safety car if he cannot get that car moving? Oh, what a shame for Christopher Razor. Seems like he has had to retire that car. McFly now on an 8-second margin, and Ashley Kutch has made his way ahead of Dado. Dado just running slightly off track on turn 1 with CMD Cirrus as well. Pick of the kid up to P5. This is lap 3. These guys have got their elbows out. They are ready and charging. Magic, VA, Jack Barrett, Night Havoc, Scar, John Wade, and Woody Lizard. With Cuckoo, these cars are still in the fight. 3-car battle here with Mika the Kid, CMD Ceros, and Dada Racer. We're only at lap 3 and it is all out. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to send it? Ceros had to back out of that one. Looks like he had to cut the chicane. These guys are not leaving anything out there. They are giving it their all. Seems like the track is a lot drier than we've had at the previous couple of rounds after a wet practice or qualifying. Make it the kid. He's definitely putting the charge on Dado. Mika, the lone Ferrari out on track tonight, as unfortunately we've Gambit missing the round. So Mika will be wanting to score the highest points possible for the Ferrari for the Constructors' Championship, that is for sure. Let's jump back here with another battle with V8 Power, Night Havoc, and Jack Barrett. There is car position battles all over the track tonight. This Montreal has definitely brought a nice little spicy battle on multiple sections of this track. John Wade, Scar, Woody Lizard, and Cuckoo rounding out the field. And McFly, just look at those lap times. McFly is flying. This is a nice little spicy battle coming on here. Mika the Kid is putting all the pressure. Oh, and a little bit of a tap there on the wing. You got to be careful with these cars. Damaging that front wing will definitely hinder your cornering and speed down the straight. And look at that, Ceres is going to go for it. He's utilizing the slipstream as Mika the Kid sends it. Are they going to make it past? Oh, it's so close, but Mika makes it stick around the outside, and Ceres takes the opening and he gets in front of Data Racer. Data Racer not leaving anything out there. He's going to come back at this as well. This has only brought in Magic up as well into this fight. Magic is all over the back of that West McLaren. This has turned into a great race here thus far, and we're only at lap 6. It's almost like these guys are fighting for the position for pole right here on the final lap, but we've still got 43 laps remaining in this race. Night Havoc as well, all over the back of Jay Barrett. Bit of a lockup, but he keeps it tidy. Hits his apex and it's down the back straight towards the final chicane. Magic is all over this. Oh, Data runs a bit wide and Magic is going to take the opening. He sees this. Is he going to get it done into turn 1? And yes, he does. And Ceres is definitely on the charge here with Mika the Kid. Great few opening laps here at Montreal. We almost don't have enough cameras around track to catch all the action. Night Havoc, Jay Barrett, Data Racer and Magic in a 4-car battle, and this, with them battling V8 power, is moving up, closing that margin as well. Ooh. Bit of a wheel spin there by Jay Barrett, losing a bit of traction. Just going to jump on board here with Ceres as well. Ceres was all over the back of Mika the Kid. The Williams and the Ferrari. Good old battles, historic battles that these cars have had on track in the real world scene. Shadow now under fire by Jack Barrett. And Night Havoc just putting a little wheel off across the white line, kicking up a little bit of dust, running a slightly wide there. But these cars are on fire. Jump on board with Dado as he takes the run down to the final chicane. Let's see how he takes these chicanes. These cars are really matching each other's pace and they are right on it. Night Havoc all over the back of Jay Barrett. Slight bit of wheel spin. Just touching the grass there, nearly clipping the wall. Ceres and Mika the Kid, they are only a few tenths apart, and the lap times are even. These guys are matching each other's pace perfectly. While McFly pulls out a 15-second margin on P2. Let's take a lap around on board with McFly. And that is a 115.6 on board with our leader, our pole man, McFly. Let's jump back and see how these battles are still going on as we see CMT0s still chasing down the Ferrari of Mika the Kid. Night Havoc and Jay Barrett still at it as well. These guys are leaving nothing out there. Night Havoc and Jay Barrett's still at it. These guys are matching each other's pace real well, as Data Racer just slightly dropping back from Magic, but keeping the margin very stable between him and Jay Barrett. The Minardi just not having the pace at the moment to get it to the back of Dado. CMD Sarah still sitting comfortably in P4, looking at that rear wing of the Ferrari driven by Mika the Kid, and he is all over it. That margin is nothing at the moment. He's just looking for the perfect opening spot, and he will take it. And thanks for the follow there, Lukes. Appreciate that, mate. CMD Ceres is closing down that margin. We're on lap 12 of 49, and we've still got a couple of pit stops waiting. Ashley Kutchi comfortably in P2, 16 seconds margin to McFly, and a 3-second margin to Mika the Kid. With the current lap times that these guys are running, doesn't seem like these margins are going to close down very soon. Night Havoc all over the back of Jay Barrett here as we jump on board here. Dado still comfortably in P6, but Night Havoc is now getting ever so close to Jay Barrett's rear wing. These guys are so close, matching each other's pace to the T. No one putting a foot wrong. hitting those apexes, perfect braking markers, as these guys are just pushing it as hard as they can. With a couple of cars not on track, there's valuable points up for grabs in the championship. Oh, and Cirrus has gotten by Mika the Kid. Did he make a mistake? Or was that just a pure opening? And Cirrus saw it and took it. Oh, bit of an off track. Is he going to lose the position to Mika the Kid here? And yes, he does. What a charge by Cirrus, but then has to lose it few corners later. I'm pretty sure he will be right to the back of Mika the Kid and pushing as hard as he can to get past into P3, wanting that final podium position. Jay Barrett and Dado and Night Havoc still at it. Night Havoc still just not being able to get past Jay Barrett. He's making that Minardi as wide as possible. Definitely not letting him pass. Magic closing that margin onto the back of Cirrus. And we've got Ashley Kutsi into the 14s as well. A 114.9 versus a 114.9 for McFly, our current leader. Into turn 2, and Night Havoc is right on the back of Jay Barrett's wing. The opening to get by is just not there at the moment. Jump on board Woozy Lizard as he comes and starts his lap 15. Currently in P11. And look at that lap time, a 1:16.000. How's that for a lap? A dead even. Oh no, that is magic. Look at the Kid and the Ferrari spinning out. A little bit of traffic ahead as John Wade gets passed by, or lapped, shall I say, by Cirrus. And look at that, just great sportsmanship. We've got John Wade just pulling out of the way for Magic, who's currently made it up to P4 after Mika the Kid losing the rear end. Let's see if Cirrus can close down that margin to Ashley Kutchi. Cirrus will be seeing the rear wing of Ashley Kutchi and just knowing he will have to push as hard as he possibly can, because he definitely is on a run at the moment and he would only like to charge forward and get into that P2 position. Night Havoc still behind Jay Barrett as these guys are fighting for P7 at the moment. John Wedge is getting out of the way. Great drive by him as well. Ooh, Jay Barrett tapping the wall on exit of the final corner. And now it's going to be on. Jack is not going to let that slide. He is going to definitely be fighting back to get his P7 back. Strategy is going to come into play shortly, as well as these guys will be looking at pitting for some fuel. And that is, ooh, that's the wrong button. That's Cuckoo just letting them by after a off-track moment. Gotta slow down. Now what happened there? And Ceres is on a charge at the moment, closing down that margin to Ashley. The Williams BMW is definitely on a flyer at the moment. Bit of a margin opening up now between Night Havoc and Jay Barrett, and the margin coming down towards Dado Racer. So Night Havoc is on the charge as well. Viet Power up to P9. That Panasonic Toyota Racing. Great laps in practice. When I saw the practice laps coming from Viet Power, just not getting the power down at the moment. Sitting down in P9. That'll be Cuckoo in DHL. Jordan Honda just letting him by. Margin. Oh, and we have Ashley jumping into pit lane. Yes, coming into pit lane. Very early stop for Ashley, but that could only play into his strategy. Fresh set of rubber. Top up of some fuel. That puts Ceres in P2 with McFly still our leader with a healthy 23.5-second margin. Got Dado in pit lane as well. Let's jump on board with Scar as he chases down V8 Power. We've got Night Havoc, Ashley Kutcher, V8 Power and Scar fighting over P6 at the moment. Ooh, that was very, very close. Ashley Kutcher and Night Havoc as he jumps back into pit lane. That's 20 laps in and the guys are starting to pit. Look at the kid, Magic. That's a great couple of positions gained by Magic. Look at the kid, just unfortunately spinning here at the hairpin. Dropping down 2 positions. Ceres now into P2. He has had a brilliant round thus far. And the margins between these drivers are all starting to settle down now. McFly nearly into the 113s, 114.1 on this last lap. Those are some flyers, and Magic, the only other driver into the 14s on the last lap. what is McFly going to do? Is he going to run long, extend his margin to P2, or he pits as he goes around for another lap? Strategy is definitely going to differ on these cars, these teams. Do they do the undercut? Do they do the overcut? They risk it for the biscuit. There's with a decent 5-second margin over Magic. That definitely takes the pressure off him. As considering he's been in a fight from lap 3 onwards, fighting for position. We've got Jay Parrott up into P5 at the moment as well. His margins are slightly settling down, taking off the pressure from these drivers, and they can just focus on what they need to do. That is set consistent, clean laps, no off tracks, no rubbing the wall, just consistent laps, keeping those margins between them and the next driver behind at an even pace. As Mick has closed down that margin slightly towards Magic. Woody Lizard in the Jaguar Racing F1 team, running currently P9 overall. A couple of positions up from qualifying. Woody having a very good race thus far. Very consistent, keeping it on the black stuff. That's what we need to see. Now coming into the final chicane as he starts another lap as well, with V8 and Ashley Kutcher now in a fight for P6. V8 lighting up those rears a little bit. No DRS in the 2002 F1 cars, and look at that margin. V8 power right on the back of the rear wing. The Lucky Strike Honda now coming under fire here by V8 power in the Panasonic. And we've got Jay Parrott in pit lane currently. Couple of guys running long. The margin between Mika the Kid and Magic has still stabilized. Great laps getting run here. Jay Parrott now out of pit lane, right on the back of Woody Lizard's Jaguar Racing F1 team. Jack on fresh rubber, splash and dash, bit of fuel, and he is back out. Currently running P9, and now we'll be looking at putting some pressure onto Woody Lizard. Bit of a mistake there by Jay Barrett as he locks up. Just manages to keep the car off the wall and not making it slide too much. You do not want to hurt those fresh set of rubbers. And that's Mika the Kid in pit lane. And it seems we have lost Dado Racer. I wonder if there is a problem currently for Dado. It's not great to see cars unfortunately having to retire. And this fight is on Mika the Kid and Ashley Kutchi. They've also got V8 Power coming up rear. He'll be wanting to close down that margin as well. And McFly has pitted. I actually missed that one, looking at Dado Racer not in the race anymore after retiring. We've got CMD Ceres now running pole in P1, but he still has to do a pit stop. We've got Scar and Woody Lizard now in pit lane. Still 11 cars out on the tarmac. Now CMD Ceres just managing a 2-second margin over McFly, but his pit stop still has to come, and as he is coming into pit lane, that'll give McFly the lead up the race after leading the majority from the start. Now Magic is currently running P2. Ashley Kutchi is coming down towards the final chicane. Is Ceres' pit crew going to get him out in time? And here comes Ashley into the final chicane. Ceres is leaving pit lane. Still running currently P3. Just a bit of traffic ahead, but I'm sure Night Havoc would let him go. Hey Cuckoo, I might just do that. G'day Cuckoo.
Yeah, mate, how you going?
Yeah, not bad itself. What happened?
A very strange one, eh? Don't know. I got collected in that sort of lap one
Yeah,
from going into
saw.
turn into chicane, and then yeah, I didn't really have any visual damage. Like my car should have been just about right off. I got hit that hard.
Yeah, it didn't
And
look like it had any damage at all, actually.
no, there was no visual report of damage, and crew chief was saying nothing, but I was like 3 seconds off the pace. Like
Yeah,
I couldn't go faster.
I noticed you dropping back and back and back and back, and I, I honestly thought it might have been some engine damage. Um,
No,
yeah, that's
no,
unfortunate. I mean, it's
it
it's
was
been a
fine.
it's been a brilliant round to watch thus far. There's been some great battles, and the strategies are really coming into play. I mean, Ceres is up to P3 at the moment.
Yeah. No, everyone's been in top five, sort of been in that sort of 1 minute, sub 1 minute 15. So
Yeah, they've definitely been running some great laps. And McFly, he's only been off the lead for one lap, and that is while he pitted.
yeah.
Cirrus took the lead of the race, and a couple of laps later he pitted, and now it is McFly currently P1, Magic P2, and Cirrus P3.
So Magic will still need to pit,
I
will he?
believe Magic still needs to pit. Yes.
Yeah.
Can't recall seeing him going through pit lane. We've got V8 Power currently in pit lane. That seems like a lengthy little stop for him. How's the track conditions out there? It doesn't look like it's wet at all, or a bit of water on the
No,
corners.
no, it's hot and dry.
That's
Um,
great.
yeah, yeah. My rears were suffering from a little bit of over temp, but
Ah, yeah.
I think it's because of the damage, whatever damage I had.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's an odd one. It's a real odd
yeah,
one.
yeah, it's like I had no rear wing or severely damaged floor or something. I just had no rear grip really.
Yeah, yeah. We've unfortunately lost Christopher Asia as well. I believe he had a spin. All that I could think is because as I jumped on board him, seeing him drop down the order, he had severe damage,
Yeah, I think he
suspension
had
damage.
he was battling with Beto and maybe had a touch or something.
Yeah, yeah.
There
Because
was a bit of an
Dado was
altercation.
having a good round as well, and then all of a sudden Dado started to fall back slightly as well, and with that happening, he has unfortunately retired the car as well.
Yeah, he's blowing his engine.
Oh, damn.
So if he had any cooling damage from the little incident he had with Chris, then that would have made his engine suffer quite badly.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, there's been some good battles on track. It's the margins have stabilized at the moment between the cars, but there was a stage where it was Sarah's, Mika the Kid, Ashley, and Magic, just a four-car battle, and then further back was Jack J Barrett, Night Havoc, and V8 Power. He was up there as well,
Oh,
and we're
Night
seeing.
Havoc's just had a spin actually.
Oh, did he? Oh, no ways. Just jumped on board now with him as well. He's flicking it. Oh, right in the middle of the track. Keep it off the walls.
Oh, he
Keep it off
did
the
well to
walls.
get that off the wall. Yeah,
Yeah, he keeps it off the wall. Oh, that's a pity. Night Havoc has been having a good run actually. Him and Jay Barrett had a brilliant fight earlier on, just before the pit stop started to take into effect. It was probably like they were probably running 10 laps within half a second of each other. It was a great battle to watch. That's a pity for Night Havoc to spin out. And V8 Power's back out of the pit lane, but he's had a significant pit stop. I can only imagine he's had some severe damage
yeah, must have.
because he was in pit lane for about 4 or 5 laps now. McFly still in control of the race, and Magic is he's the only one thus far to put some pressure on McFly at the moment.
Yeah, he's probably running pretty low fuel now. He's probably got a pit soon, so he's
Yeah,
definitely got the pace on.
yeah, definitely. He's the fastest man on track at the moment. But now, how long is he going on for a one-stop strategy, or is he gonna run it
Yeah,
long?
I think everyone will be one stopping.
Think so?
Yeah, unless you've got some early damage and you had to pit early, you won't need to stop again. Probably the soft should last.
How did you find the tire wear out there?
It wasn't too bad. I think it was. You could easily split the race in half comfortably.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Some of these cars have put it real early, even before the halfway mark. There was a couple of pit stops taking place.
Yeah, maybe some guys might two stop if they think there's could be an advantage. Oh,
Yeah.
Hyvik's just spun again. Oh, look out! Look out!
Ooh, right on the final corner, and he's coming. John Wade getting a free pass there. I wonder if, what's happening at the moment with Night Havoc's car. Did his team maybe not change rear tires and he's losing some grip? Got,
Yeah, I don't know. Just possibly just pushing a little bit too hard.
yeah, got Scar in pit lane as well. He's just about to exit pit lane. Currently running P7. That's a good little up for movement up the field for Scar.
Yeah, he'll be playing the long game.
Yep.
I
And
think
now
the
he's
guys
got,
that pitted early will probably be just wanting to clear their fuel,
yeah,
just in case there's a safety car.
yeah, which we haven't seen a lot of, which is good. It obviously it makes for some real good racing, but a nice little spicy safety car here towards the end. bunching up
Yes.
the field and just giving us that 5-lap mad dash to the end would be interesting.
Yeah, it's only going to take someone hitting the wall of champions nice and hard and losing a wheel. And
Yeah, Woody Lizard's having a good little run himself as well. He's been running majority of the race a bit on his own, but a solid P8 here at Montreal. So yeah, he's been running a good little race.
yeah,
Oh, this
he.
margin is coming down between Magic and McFly.
I wonder if Magic's pitted.
I He might have put it very early, and I might have just missed it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Um, would have been great if we could be able to see if people have put it. Oh, McFly losing it, and that's given Magic the lead of the race. McFly just losing the rear coming into turn 2, and now that margin is 2.4 seconds. But now, yeah, the question comes in: does Magic still need to pit?
What lap are we up to?
We are lap 34 of 49. So we'll keep a close eye
Yeah.
on that at the moment. As
If Magic hasn't pitted, he'd be pitting very soon.
yeah, definitely.
I wonder if he has.
Yeah, I might have missed it. I might admit it, but if he has put it, then his pit strategy, his consistent lap times have really brought him to the front of the race, which is a great run for Magic. And
I know when I dropped out, I mean, when I was looking, Magic was probably 20 or 30 seconds behind
yeah,
McFly. So that's a pit stop.
yeah, definitely. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Ashley Kutchi and CMJ Ceros, they've been running very consistent lap times as well. So the margin is just under 3 seconds, and I'm pretty sure Ashley would want to get back up to get up on to the final position on the podium. But Ceros has been really running really hard all race, and he's been running some great laps. Good fight on him, and yeah, it's been good to watch.
Yeah, he definitely struggled in the first lap. He was a bit of a cork in the bottle for the first lap,
Yeah,
going into a couple of corners, and seems to be on rhythm now. It's quite hard to follow in these cars.
yeah, it definitely is.
You
I
can,
had a look at I jumped on board a couple of times on Night Havoc, Jay Barrett, on Cirrus, on Ashley. It's as soon as they get into that slipstream, it's really hard, eh?
yeah, you can close the gap on a guy, but actually getting within striking distance is a lot harder.
Yeah, yeah. That margin between McFly and Magic is just opened up. That's 3.5 seconds at the moment. Um, Mecca the Kid has had a good round as well. He's running comfortably in P5 at the moment.
Even if Magic hasn't pitted, if he's probably got enough of a margin now, he could still come out in second.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely. He's got a very good margin. He's got 28 seconds over Ceres and P3, and we're on lap 33 at the moment. He had power, putting the power down out of the hip and just lighting up the rears a bit.
Oh, Havoc and Woody are having a bit of a battle now. Oh no, it's Wade.
Yeah, John. Yeah, Night Havoc is just running a bit further back, unfortunately. Oh, and Magic is in pit lane. Magic is in pit
Oh,
lane.
there we go.
So where's Ceres? Ceres is coming
Let's see
down.
where he comes out.
Yeah, Ceres is coming down towards the final
Yeah,
chicane.
it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close because Magic is leaving pit lane at the moment, and Ceres is coming into the final chicane right now, and he is
Oh,
on pit straight.
watch this joint.
Oh, Magic is out of pit lane higher. that has worked for him. Running
Yeah.
that long has definitely worked. 17-second margin to McFly in P1.
A
And
safety car right now would be very interesting.
very interesting, that is for sure. Yeah, McFly in a good position at the moment. Nice little 17-second margin to P2. He does not have to push hard, does not have to take any risks at the moment. Just let the race come to him. Fair bit of traffic between McFly and Magic at the moment, as we've got Night Havoc and Woody Lizard and Scar between them actually at the moment. Night Havoc is definitely putting the pressure on Woody here at the moment. Although it's not for position, but it will be for lap. As Night Havoc is currently a lap down on the
Oh,
field.
okay. That explains why the timing looks weird. Yep.
Yeah. So Night Havoc is at the moment is just a lap down, and obviously getting the lap back is always a good thing. As long as it's done nice and clear and safe. As Woody is definitely chasing down Scar at the moment. Those lap times are very even. Orange arrows just 4 seconds ahead of Woody.
Yeah, I think judging by when I was following Woody in practice, his car's pretty slippery.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very hard to pass him because he's got some speed down the straight. So
Yeah, you can see as soon as he hits the straight, Night Havoc just cannot get right up to the rear of that rear wing.
yeah, it was definitely an interesting choice for how you run your car for this week.
Yeah,
Knowing how difficult it is, you can't really pass through the tight twisty bits. So if you make your car slippery, you make yourself pretty hard to pass. But
yeah,
it's not necessarily the fastest car over a lap, but
yeah,
it's very good for a race.
yeah. Yeah. Ashley Kutch is currently in P5, and Jack is definitely on the hunt at the moment. Um, after him having a good run for the first 35, 36 laps until he pitted.
Oh, McFly, his last lap was quite slow. It was
Yeah,
15.9.
15.9. Yeah, still got a 15-second margin, but Magic currently the fastest car out there, and we've lost someone. Who have we lost? Um, McFly, Magic, Cirrus, Mecha the Kid, Ashley, Jay Barrett, Scar, Woody Lizard, John Wade, Night Havoc, V8 Power. We've lost V8 Power.
Oh, he's dropped out. Yeah.
Oh, that's a pity. Unfortunately, right at the back of the field. I mean, he had a very lengthy pit stop, losing 2 laps on the lead. Um, yeah, McFly is currently dropping down on pace at the
Yeah.
moment.
He's either just trying to conserve tyres or his tyres are going off.
Yeah, or possibly underfueled a bit and thought, all right, let me just take it easy, lift,
Yeah,
coast a little bit, and save some fuel.
yeah, possible. I can't see how you'd be able to save a lot of fuel around here because
No,
you pretty much have to go flat out down the straights all the time.
yeah. It's a 15.8 for McFly. Let's see what Magic comes through on. He's coming around the final chicane at the moment.
And this is a consistent pace from
Yeah,
McFly.
yeah, 15.1 versus a 15.1 on the previous lap. So yeah, that it's very consistent. A little bit of traffic ahead of Woody Lizard, but we know Woody would let Magic pass in a safe manner. And Ceres as well, on a 15 dead across the lap at the moment.
Yeah, McFly's definitely conserving something.
Yeah. Yeah, the Williams BMW of Ceres has been on a big charge all race since lap 3. He's been moving forward and forward on the grid. Currently sitting in a comfortable P3 with a nice little margin over Mika, the kid in the lone Ferrari. That's a 16.3 for McFly on the previous lap.
He's basically losing a second a lap at the moment.
Yeah, Magic coming through on a 15.1 again. And let's see what Ceres will do in a 15.1. Look at those lap times. They are matching each other to a T here at the moment, Magic and Ceres. We've got 7 laps remaining.
Well, Barrett's got some good pace too.
Who's that, sorry?
Barrett's got some good
Yeah,
pace. He's
yeah.
closing in on Kutchy.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah, 15.6 on the previous lap versus a 16 dead. 15.7 versus 15.3. 5-second margin, 7 laps to go. Jack obviously wants to keep this position. Definitely don't want to drop back, as P6 is the final points position in the 2002 championship here. A little bit of traffic ahead of Magic with Scar in the orange arrows, getting blue flags, making sure that he's aware of Magic coming up, and that margin has closed down from 18 seconds to 11.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough laps left
No,
to
unfortunately
on
not.
pace. He's
But he's going to get close. He's going to
yeah.
get close, but he won't, unfortunately, have enough to close it down. I mean, looking at that, he was 1.4 seconds faster on that previous lap over McFly. I wonder if McFly is literally fuel saving, or
I think we'll find out later on the if he
in
starts to really drop time. He's definitely fuel saving.
yeah.
That Scar's just nicely stepped out of the way there and let Magic go.
Yeah, gives Scar a nice little bit of a slipstream down to the
Yeah,
final
yeah.
chicane.
Let us back it up what he lost.
Yeah, 15.7 versus a 14.6. Look at that. Another second margin over McFly.
Yeah, Magic can't afford to overdo it though, and even a small spin will leave him vulnerable to Cirrus.
Yeah, Ceres is definitely on the charge as well, doing great laps, 15.1 on the previous lap. Um, nice stable margin for him as well. He's got Woody Lizard ahead of him. Woody will be seeing the blue flags coming out, letting him know that he's got a faster driver coming up.
Yeah, Woody's actually close right up on Scar now.
Yeah,
It's not much in it.
yeah, down to 3 seconds. And look at the lap times, 15.9 versus 17.2. So we could possibly see towards the closing laps Woody right on the back of the orange arrows. Ashley Kutchy's sitting comfortably alone on track at the moment. He's got a healthy margin back to Jack Barrett and Mika the Kid ahead as well. But these guys are definitely pushing hard here towards the end. Got 4 laps remaining. And Magic on a 14.020. That I
Wow.
do believe is the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, I think so.
I recall seeing a 14.167, I think it was, from McFly. And yeah, the margin has gone down to 8.8.
Yeah,
And it's
McFly's back on it. Yeah,
McFly's he's back
back
on
on it.
it. 14.9 versus a 14.0. It's what has Sarah's got for us coming across the line. Obviously, he had a bit of traffic with 15 dead. Great lap by Sarah's as well. Mika the Kid, let's see what he can bring to the line. (16.6) on that final lap.
I think Woody's had a bit of a moment because he's lost quite a lot of time to Scar.
Oh damn. Yeah.
His
Well.
last lap was a 17.7.
Oh damn. Yeah, that's true. And no, we had Sarah's coming up on him, so I wonder if he possibly just didn't maybe go a bit too wide to let Sarah's through, and that has just cost him severely. Because Woody was definitely making margin on Scar, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I think it would have gone right down to the last lap.
Yeah. 4 to go. And that margin keeps dropping. 7.5 seconds to P1. Yeah, Woody 6 seconds behind on Scar at the moment. Night Havoc currently rounding out the grid in these closing laps on P9, still circulating. Dropping a bit on lap time, considering the pace that he had in the beginning of the race. One of his, if I recall correctly, I think Night Havoc was one of the first cars to pit actually. So those tires must be really hurting here towards the end.
Yeah, Barrett's pretty comfortable in the last points position, so he
Yeah.
just has to bring it home now. He
Oh,
doesn't.
look at Magic 13.3.
Wow, that's
That is that is brilliant lap time. That is qualifying pace here at
yeah,
the moment.
that's
And
time trial time.
yeah, definitely time trial time. The margin is 4.8. This is considering there's only 1 lap to go. If McFly is really fuel saving, he needs to be worried here. 15.1 versus a 13.3 with only 4.5, basically 4.5 seconds. It does sound like McFly is short shifting and
Yeah, could be.
not really pushing it out of the corners at the moment.
No.
As look at that, Magic can see McFly ahead of him, but Magic
Wow.
McFly is going to start the final lap here on a 14.6. He's definitely opened it up a little bit here on the previous lap versus a 13.8 for Magic. So if he's got anything left in the tank, now would be the time to open it up. There's coming across the line as well. P3 comfortably with 15.4 with a decent margin to him and Mika the Kid. But let's get back to
Magic.
the front.
Yeah, Magic's just got an amazing rhythm going on.
Yeah, definitely. He's got the margin down to 4 seconds. 3.9. He just keeps improving. But we've got a chicane left. Let's jump on board with Magic. He can just barely see McFly at the front as McFly rounds the chicane here on the final corner, and that is it. That is our winner by a 3.3 margin to Magic, coming
Yeah,
home in P2.
he was definitely conserving through that little middle stage there just to make sure.
Yeah, it definitely was. And here comes CMD Ceros rounding out the podium in P3. That is a great drive by Ceros. That is an absolutely brilliant drive.
Here comes Mika, solid finish for him.
Yeah, Mika the Kid, solid finish after
Yeah, Kachi
qualifying.
not far behind him is Kachi though. It's
Yeah,
a battle.
yeah. And Ashley coming home in P5, and Jack Barrett coming home on the final points and P6. That's a great run. That is an absolutely great run by the team there. McFly winning Montreal, followed by Magic. CMD Ceres rounding out the podium in P3. Mika the Kid 4th. Ashley Kutchi in 5th. Jay Barrett in 6th. Sky in 7th. Woody in 8th. 9th. John Wade. 10th. Night Havoc. And the fastest lap of the race going to Magic on a 13.3. Brilliant. Let's get our podium finishers in here and hear from them. Let's get in our P3 podium finisher here. G'day, Cirrus.
Oh, hey.
How's it?
Oh, feeling pretty good. Finally got it.
Congratulations, mate. P3.
Oh, cheers, man. Cheers. Yeah, it was a tough old race, but yeah, we got the job done, and McFly just got off to a great start, and he was a bit quick, and Magic Mass had an awesome strategy to bring it home P2.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely was a interesting race to watch and a great little finish. And yeah, you had some brilliant pace there, mate. Brilliant pace.
Cheers. I had a good battle with Mika the Kid at the beginning in the Ferrari, and I was hoping he had the pace to catch Ashley Kutchi in second, but yeah, I think he made a little error and I got through, and but then the next lap I made the same mistake and he came back, and I was just like but nah, I knew my car had a stable rear end, and I was watching the other cars really struggling through some of the corners and having trouble at that hairpin, and yeah, I just kept it clean and brought it home.
Congratulations, mate. You had a brilliant drive there to come home in P3.
Cheers, guys, and thanks for the commentary.
Only a pleasure. I'll put you back into the chat and
Thank you.
grab our P2 finisher Magic. G'day, Magic.
Hey, Magic.
Congratulations, mate. P2 and fastest lap of the race.
Thank you.
Had some awesome pace there. You look like you were going to give us a grandstand finish there for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, well, I just was setting second, and
yeah, that margin was coming down heavily.
no, well, I was just setting for second, then all of a sudden it was like 18 seconds. Like, okay, I'll settle second.
And then all of a sudden, I just went for check for update, and all of a sudden, crew chief was like 10 seconds. I was like, shit, I better get going.
Yeah, he must have been conserving. McFly must have been conserving something. We're not sure what. We'll find out. But yeah, he was definitely giving you about a second a lap there for a bit.
Yeah, well he wasn't exactly pulling away when he pitted, because I was following him along the last 5-6 laps before I pitted. So
Yeah.
I
No,
don't know.
it was a good charge there towards the end, Magic. Congratulations on that P2.
Yeah, thank you. I did not
And
expect
fastest
to
lap too, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
fast.
Unfortunately, there's no fastest lap points, but congratulations on it in any case.
Yes, thank you.
And let's grab our leader, our pole sitter for qualifying, and our winner of the race, McFly. Welcome.
Hey, lads.
How's it?
Good
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much.
Explain to me what was going on there towards the end. Were you fuel saving? Was your tires going off?
Engine saving.
Ooh.
Just trying to make sure it didn't blow up. I was trying to be very kind to it. So shifting early, downshifting very softly. And yeah, I could see Magic catching me quite quickly, and he was absolutely flying.
He was. He definitely was. Fastest lap of the race, 13.3.
Yeah, I was kind of just watching that gap, and there was a point at which I was gonna gun it, but I could kind of tell I had it covered, and I was really a lot more concerned about the engine blowing up. But he was starting to make me nervous.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You could see it in the lap times. It was going from high 15s to back into the 14s.
Yeah,
14s and then into the 13s, and with that, the margin just kept coming down was 18 seconds after the pit stop to 3.1 or 3.2 on the final lap.
yeah, he was coming. Like I had a bit of pace in the back pocket, but probably honestly not enough to answer him if he was closer to me.
Yeah. No, brilliant race, mate. Great pace, great consistent driving there from you, and another win in the bag.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah, congratulations. And yeah, we'll see you next round.
Awesome.
Right up.
Well, thanks, Kuku, for jumping in here after you unfortunately had to retire.
Yeah, that's all right. It was a bit of
And
fun.
yeah, thanks for joining in on here in the broadcast booth. And yeah, we'll see you next week on track.
Well, I've got a week off next week. I'm
Oh,
going to go a couple of weeks to Monaco, and then
oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I think we've got a week off. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, thanks for jumping in and coming along for the ride here towards the end of the Montreal F1 race, round 4.
no worries. Thanks, bud.
Thanks, bud. Well, thanks for tuning in for round 4 of the 2002 Formula One Championship hosted by ANZCRL Combined Racing League. Remember, if you want to get in on the racing action, follow us on social media, Facebook as well as Instagram. You can also find us on Just Race by searching ANZCRL or on our website. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you on the next race. Bye bye.